amazing people, so we're back again with another mystery deck box opening. So this one I believe is Yu-Gi-Oh oriented. I know I have more than one pink deck box, so I still again don't know, because you know the trend. I'm opening up deck boxes of random that I haven't touched in years or a year. You know, it's all a mystery, so it's gonna be fun to unravel this with you, the amazing viewers. So without further ado, let's have some fun and let's get cracking and see what's inside of this mystery. It sounds like it's gonna be a full deck of cards. So let's see if it's playable or if it's just cards that I had, you know, to trade or sell. I don't know, probably not sell, because I was always bad at that. But let's dive inside. Alrighty, so back with this unboxing. Let's see what is in this mystery deck box. So, oh, alright, so off the bat, this looks like it should be the amazing Melodious deck I made way back. So, we'll go over this. Obviously, again, random order, but also in the back of it, I did feel a pack that I put to the side, and we'll see what's in those cards as well, because maybe it's an improvised side deck, or maybe just cards I just want to swap out. I remember in the past when making the extra deck, I realized that there was a lot of cards I feel like I necessarily didn't need to have. Like, for instance, like multiple Celestial Night Lords. I don't know. I mean, Parshath cards are good. Oh, wow, that's really it for the extra deck. I don't know. Nothing seemed too crazy. But then again, you know, it is a deck where I wanted to emphasize the strong beat sticks of the fairy monsters themselves anyway. So we'll see. I love the classic Black Horn of Heaven card, because people, you know, focus so much on, you know, individual special summons in order, which is good, because what was in the past, they used to have cards where it's like, you know, special summon multiple cards at once, but now I feel like everyone is just focused on doing, like, you know, DPE or like specific synchros. Again, you know, I do love the classic Mirror Force cards. Storming Mirror Force I feel like is even better, since so many cards have resistance to destruction. And then Sky Scourge. So this is great because I love its effect for Light Fairy. So if you tribute a Light Fairy, negate the effect of all spell cards. You know how crazy that is? Especially considering, what is it? Imperial Order, you know, so they rebanned that. So now you actually have something that literally can stop 1/3 of all cards, which is amazing. Because I feel like more people are focused on spell cards than trap cards overall in the latest formats. So this is phenomenal. And then also, I mean, if maybe I do add some Dark Fairies, well, actually, that wouldn't even make sense. I would need more than one of this, and, you know, then Dark... Oh, no, then a Dark Fiend. But even still, that is phenomenal. And it's only one tribute, and considering how everything is special summoned in this deck, it's very easy to pull that off. So I thought that was a fun thing to add. And I feel like these are pretty generic Melodious combos. This is not the fusion variant that I know a lot of people use. I just wanted it to be as simple as possible. So Dark Hole. Hopefully I have more than one. I remember in the past I only had one first movement in the past, and then a Dark Lord Desire. So this card I like also, because like I said, a lot of it I like for being beat sticks. And this card literally, you can tribute summon by just tributing one fairy, which again, very simple since most of them are special summoned. Even though the effect does target, it is amazing because it also, you know, even though it targets, but the destruction actually is sent to graveyard. So it actually does bypass a lot of monsters with destruction negation. Herald of Purple, I thought still worth having that. Because I had like a bunch of the old school heralds I had on my own. Called by the Grave. I feel like Call the Haunted doesn't hurt to have those, you know, because I feel like, again, you know, during damage step, you can always special summon from your graveyard, because again, still have those tribute summon, bless me, possibilities. And also, especially because a lot of them do have the effects that when they're special summoned, it doesn't say how that, you know, you can kind of do so many different variations with all of them. Red Reboot, I remember I had a plethora of those in the past. It's so funny though, because I remember when I first saw it, I thought, you know, no one would be really into it, but then it turned into one of those cards that everyone loves so much. So, yeah. you know. But it's just, I guess it's just crazy me paying half when it literally just stops trap cards versus, you know, Solemn Judgment literally can stop anything. But I don't know. I guess it's still good to have. So that's one of the newer ones. So I guess I was able to add those. Herald of Arms. So this is one I definitely pulled. It's crazy. I don't even know how much these are worth now. Because I just feel like so many decks had this, you know, for Drytron, for them being fairy. A Raigeki, and then another one. Do I have a third one? So I did add more, so I probably bought that later on. But let's see what these cards on the side are. So at least we do see some artifact, because they are fairies, so I maybe wanted to do an artifact engine. I don't think I have Scythe though. More Heralds. Interesting. Oh yeah, I definitely did have this other Melodious card in there. Marshmallow, just because it's such a funny meme. I did have this in it in the way beginning just because I love this card, even though, you know, because I pulled it when I was a kid, even though obviously it has bend marks. But yeah, because its attack is increased 200 for every fairy monster in the graveyard. So I feel like with all the special summoning, it's very easy to have this card go very high. I feel like just on a first or second turn, you know, you can easily get 3 to 4 in the graveyard. So just off that, you can make him over 2100, 2300 with just a normal summon. So I just thought that was, you know, so cool and amazing. The fact that, like, trying to make an old school card just, you know, fun for a beater. Again, you know, if it doesn't, cards nowadays, they need a special effect to, like, kind of be relevant. But I thought it was awesome. And then Banisher of the Light, because I feel like, you know, having, you know, the whole graveyard in a sense be non-existent to your opponent, I feel like is super impactful considering all the cards. Forbidden Dress, can't go wrong with that. Probably added Twin Twister on the side because Artifact, and then because you never know, Mystical Space. So this is one of my old school pulls of Rivalry of the Warlords. Yeah, definitely can see that there. Pinpoint Guard, also a hollow I pulled in the past. I feel like, again, would be helpful. If anything, I feel like this would be more beneficial than Call the Haunted, but the reason why I chose not to is because Call the Haunted is attack mode and this is defense. So that was kind of the main reason. But yeah, those are basically everything. So hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, stay happy, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll enjoy some more mystery old school deck boxes along together. And I'll see y'all later.